And what is the deal with all of these busloads after busloads of illegal immigrants coming into the United States and showing up in communities that had no idea they were coming, and they're not too happy about it? Neither are a lot of you. Charlie via iCloud.com. Neal, why not escort the busload of kids to an empty school, bring in cots, food, medical care, etc., then bus them to federal court for processing? Keeps down diseases, crime, etc. Probably not a bad idea the way things are now. Rich in Virginia, I think we should offer anyone in prison their freedom if they go to Mexico and stay. Also not a bad idea. Willie in Utah, we should load up all our obnoxious teens on buses and send them back to countries that sent us theirs. Call it a student exchange program. Our spoiled ones just might learn something about how most of the world lives. That, too, an excellent idea. Wow. Johnny writes, how about we trade one Cavuto for thousands of their illegals? They have to put up with your nonsense. I think we could more than put up with all of theirs. Even swap to me. You're a jerk to me. Verline in Wyoming writes, the first part of Obama's plan is to get all of these illegal children into the country, and then he's going to give an executive order that lowers the voting age to 13. Jim in California, it is obvious the Obama administration released more than 36,000 alien felons in ICE custody in order to make room in detention centers for the mass of alien children heading to the USA. Well, I'm not so sure that's obvious, Jim. What is obvious is the administration didn't much seem to care either way. Cecil via Gmail, keep talking about illegal immigration, because how can this president talk about asking for $2 billion for people who aren't even citizens? That's a very good point, Cecil. James in Delaware, have these children stay with their parents wherever they live, set a date for a hearing, and allow the kids and their attorney access to plead their case. Well, that should go well. It's not as if there's any risk of flight once they're here. Bill from Massachusetts is not impressed with the way the president is handling this. Can you spell hypocrite? Taylor writes, you just love bringing up the immigration issue, Cavuto. Can you say bigot? Taylor, can you say ass? Barb via Frontier.com. You are the best and funniest anchor on any channel. Great info, great comments, handsome fella, and extremely funny. I have a weird sense of humor, and I love the show and comments on What's the Deal. And Barb, you have officially become my favorite viewer. Eric via Gmail just has a problem with some of my guests. With all due respect, Rick Unger, like old Democrats, seems to suggest all is okay because other administrations have done the same. My God, that surely is not a solution to any problem. Eric, while I disagree with your Rick attack, I do think there is a pattern to those on the right and the left who routinely blame prior presidents or Congresses for well, condoning the sins we're dealing with now. I've devoted whole shows to this subject. As I've said repeatedly, there is more than enough blame to go around. Let's stop pointing fingers and let's start rolling up our sleeves. But no. Carla's still not impressed. Aren't you all high and mighty, Cavuto? I think you're a puffed-up cheeseball who masquerades as an expert. Maybe at a deli, but I can't see any place else. You? Well, Carla, it's amazing you can write. Try stopping. Walter via Gmail. Liberal talk show commentators have argued that illegal aliens are fleeing drug lords, crime, and violence. They maintain we should admit them into the United States on humanitarian grounds. I would reply that we should apply the same reasoning used to justify not actively supporting Iraq and return the illegal aliens to their native country. The problem is theirs, not ours. Well, you are raising a point of consistency. Pina emails, Cavuto, you're just dumb. Pina, you're just a moron. Pete via AOL, Cavoots, you don't mind if I call you that, do you? Actually, I do. You're an imbecile. Petester, you don't mind if I call you that, do you? You're an idiot. Then are you ready for all the appetizers you can eat buffet? Well, Fridays is trying it. You buying it? Well, you better stand in line. Sarah's very worried she might get caught behind me in that line. In that case, Cavuto, I might as well wait until they refill all the trays after you take every last chicken wing, potato skin, and burger slider. That is a very good idea, Sarah. But trust me, I'll even take those trays. Hagen via Yahoo. Hey, Cavuto, I see you enjoy a good piece of prime rib. I work for a good family-owned restaurant that needs some good promotion. If you're in the area, stop in and eat a lot. By the way, he did leave the name of that restaurant. But if you think I'm going to share that with you, let's just say I'm on my way out there right now. That'll do it. Getting hungry? I am. See you tomorrow.